What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Today we're going over 4 reasons why your chest may not be growing. Now I get it, some people say, chest? Chest is the easiest thing in the world to grow. There are a lot of people that cannot grow their chest, and I'm going to cover 4 of the reasons why that you can start bringing into your training right away. Okay, first up, we have to attack the setup. And I don't care what chest exercise you're doing, it always is going to matter. There's 2 things that you can do to make sure that you're setting the stage properly before you even do the exercise, and 1 good reminder that you can do during every single rep that will reinforce the fact that you're doing it right. I say chest out and traps down. And what I mean by that is you got to at least put the chest in a position to initiate the push. And that happens by making sure that it is out in front of the shoulder. No matter what exercise you're doing, if the shoulders are in front of the chest, you're going to cost yourself an opportunity to allow the chest to initiate the contraction. At this point, the shoulder wants to try to do the work for you. And we know that that's a tendency of chest exercises because the shoulders, the triceps, and the chest all like to work together. You're going to initiate that contraction now right here from the chest as opposed to letting the shoulders dominate. Now I said traps down too. Traps down is just a postural thing that we do just because of how much sitting we do and all the time that we spend this way that allows our traps to overcompensate and lift as we elevate our arm. And you can notice this yourself. If you just raise your arm up, look in the mirror, you likely have some sort of a shrug going on here when it really should look like that. It should be depressed. So if you can actively depress that, what you've done is you've allowed yourself to get more adduction of the arm here down at your side, which allows for a stronger chest contraction. We're going to talk about adduction in a moment, but you want that chest out, you want the traps down, and then during every single rep, you can reinforce this by actively pulling down on the weights that you're using. Or even if you're doing a push-up, you can actively attack the ground, not just passively fall down towards it, or don't allow the dumbbells to passively fall down towards you on a bench. You can see me pulling the dumbbells down, which forces the chest out again, puts it in that position on every single rep to initiate the next contraction. The combination of these preset rituals and these intraset rituals will do wonders for you when it comes to getting more results from every chest exercise you do. Next, as the saying goes, it doesn't matter how good you start, if you finish like crap, you did a crap set. Well, we're going to finish right, and the way you do it on a chest exercise is you change your mindset on what you're doing. Forget the word push or press and replace it with the word squeeze. So instead of doing push-ups here, think about doing squeeze-ups. And instead of doing bench presses, think about doing bench squeezes, if that helps you to visualize what's actually going on here. And that is, you're not just pushing the weights away from you. You should be squeezing the weights together. If you have to visualize your biceps moving towards each other, then that's what you should do. And again, the fixed exercises don't make an excuse for not doing this. I could do this on a dip as well. I don't just push out of a dip, I'm actively squeezing out of a dip. As I push down, I'm trying to get my biceps, again, to kind of approximate and come closer together at the top to ensure that I'm getting a strong contraction. That one change in mindset will get you much more out of every single rep of every exercise you're doing for your chest. The third thing that you must do is take it beyond what I just told you to do and learn to adduct, adduct, adduct. Right? We talk about it. Yes, you want to approximate and come closer together, but at some point, this adduction that the chest will assist in is going to be limited by the fact that you can't cross over midline. And horizontal adduction is where our chest is best worked. If we can get ourselves to go across our body, take that arm and bring it across midline, now we're really doing something, now we're really activating those muscles. And we can do it only with very specific exercises. And here's the problem. If you don't have the biggest chest in the world and people see you doing these things in the gym, they might tell you, what are you doing? Why don't you concentrate on bench press and some of the bigger lifts? I'm telling you guys, you don't want to listen to that advice because you're missing out on the opportunity to create the adduction that only comes from these exercises. So don't worry about what they're saying. Instead, focus more time doing exercises like this, the UCV raise, that allows me to work on that upper chest along the fibers in the same direction that they flow, and I'm bringing it up and across my body using a single dumbbell or even better with a cable. Or I can do the Cavalier crossover here, as some will call it. We take the dumbbell, we bring it up and across our chest. We're trying to drive that dumbbell up and across and over midline and squeeze as hard as we possibly can. You'll feel the heightened contraction because the chest is literally contracting harder by exploring all ranges of motion here and operating in all of its functions. We can also do a cable crossover. And again, this is not just a definition exercise. I can't stand when people say that. It does much more than that. It's taking the chest through its full function. So why not utilize it? Bring the arm all the way across the chest, go for that heightened contraction and use it. And of course, even if you're doing push-ups here, you can do the same thing. You don't have to just push straight up and down. You can actually cause a little bit of a rotation in there with our twisting push-up, which gives you, again, more of that relative adduction of the arm across the chest. And last but not least, the one thing I think you might not be doing enough of is drop sets. And drop sets, when it comes to chest training, is one of the most valuable tools in your arsenal to get more out of it. Why? Because as I said in the very, very beginning, your shoulders, your triceps, they all want to help and assist and dominate chest movements. Well, it's okay only if they come after the chest has already been fatigued. So if you've been doing everything I just showed you, you initiated the contraction, you finished the contraction, you were adding adduction exercises, well, when we're done with those pushing exercises, don't stop there. Immediately drop to the floor, let's say on a bench press, and start cranking out push-ups. Why? Because at this point, even though your chest is fatigued, it's got the help of the shoulders and triceps that will allow you to push even further. This is where the fact that these muscles like to work together starts to work in your favor. And if you're not allowing yourself to do these, then you're costing yourself a great opportunity to get more out of your chest exercises. Here's one word of caution here. A lot of people will approach a drop set, start to fatigue on that secondary portion of it in the push-up, and then hold back. Because they say, well, there's no way if I push myself any further here, I'm not going to be able to go back and use the same dumbbells I just did on the last set and complete it with any effort because I'm going to be too fatigued. Screw that mentality, guys. That save it mentality is probably what's holding you back even more than anything else. Go for everything, do as much as you can on the drop set, go to failure, and if you have to adjust your weights, do so, because your muscles will only really ever recognize the amount of tension that they're being subjected to at the end of the day. They're not necessarily worried about the number on that side of the dumbbell. Aim for more tension in every step of the way, and you're going to get more out of every single chest workout you do. So there you have it, guys. There's 4 things you can start doing right now to start getting more out of your chest workouts. And don't tell me the chest is so easy to grow, because if it was, there wouldn't be so many damn people looking for chest workouts. It's one of the most requested things we get here on this channel. I feel your pain. I get it. It's not my best thing either, but I've worked hard to try to bring mine up, and you can do the same thing employing these same techniques. As a matter of fact, guys, we go the extra mile with every one of our programs. We put all the extra tips in because these are the things that make the difference. When all else has failed, it's these next level tips that make the difference in helping you to finally bust through. All of our programs are available over at ATHLEAN-X.com. In the meantime, if you found the video helpful, leave your comments and thumbs up below. Let me know what you want me to cover in a future video, and I'll do my best to do that for you. All right, guys, see you soon.